You know what they say? Age is just a number, but let's be honest, a good haircut? That can subtract a whole decade from that number. If you've ever looked in the mirror and thought, I look wise, experienced, and maybe just a little tired, it might not be the lighting, it might be your haircut. And before you roll your eyes and say, I've had the same hairstyle since Diana was Princess of Wales, hear me out. We're not talking about trying to look 18 again. We're not chasing trends or borrowing styles from your granddaughter's Pinterest board. No, this is about refinement, freshness, that, wow, you look so well rested, kind of transformation that comes from just the right cut. Whether your hair is silver, salt and pepper, snowy white, or you're still enjoying a bit of golden glow, these 3 haircuts will lift, shape, and highlight your best features. They don't just flatter, they revive. So, if you're ready to discover how to turn back the clock without surgery, serums, or a single uncomfortable injection, stay with me. By the end of this video, you might be calling your stylist and saying, let's shake things up, but keep it classy. Welcome to the channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. This is where age meets elegance, and where we prove that style doesn't retire just because we did. Today, we're going into 3 haircuts that make older women look 10 years younger, not in a trying too hard way, but in a wow, she looks fantastic way. And before we go snipping away at those years, do me a quick favor. If timeless beauty, confidence, and smart style are your thing, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's free, it's painless, and unlike a bad haircut, it's totally reversible. Haircut 1. The soft layered bob, the instant lifter. Let's start with a classic that's been flattering women for generations. The soft layered bob. Now, I know what you're thinking. A bob? Isn't that what I had in the 80s? Well, yes, but much like fine wine and Helen Mirren, the bob has aged beautifully, and it's learned a few new tricks along the way. The soft layered bob is not your old school helmet hair. This version is lighter, more textured, and designed to give your face a gentle lift, without ever stepping into a plastic surgeon's office. It sits just around the chin or slightly below, with soft layers that frame the face and add movement. Here's why it works so well for women over 60. First, those layers do more than look pretty. They bring volume. As we age, hair naturally thins out a bit. We didn't ask for that, but nature has a sense of humor. Layers add the illusion of fullness and body, especially around the crown and jawline. That means you look more vibrant, more awake, and, dare I say, more mischievous. Second, the length is strategic. It draws attention upward, away from the neck and toward the eyes and cheekbones, which, let's be honest, are still doing some of your best work. The shape softens angular features and brings balance, especially if your face has lost a little volume over time. And third, it's low maintenance but still looks intentional. You don't need to spend an hour with a round brush and a prayer. A good stylist can cut the layers in a way that the shape holds even with minimal effort, just a blow dry or even air drying with a little texture cream, and voila, you're ready for brunch, book club, or that neighbor who always seems a little too curious about your age. Want a bonus tip? Ask your stylist to add soft side bangs or a sweeping fringe. Not only do they disguise forehead lines, should you have them, not that we're checking, but they also add a youthful softness to the whole look. And here's the best part. This haircut works with straight, wavy, or slightly curly hair. It adapts. It's the kind of haircut that says, I know who I am, and I also know what looks good on me. So if you've been thinking about cutting off that tired length or just want to give your look a little energy boost, the soft layered bob is your new best friend. Still not convinced? Try it on in a virtual hairstyle app, or better yet, just show your stylist this video and say, give me the 10-year rewind. Haircut 2. The textured pixie, bold, chic, and ageless. Now for the haircut that says, yes, I'm over 60, and no, I didn't come here to disappear. Meet the textured pixie, a haircut that's as sassy as it is sophisticated. This isn't your average close crop. This is the modern pixie, feathered, tousled, and full of personality. It's got a little volume at the top, soft texture throughout, and just enough edge to make people wonder if you've taken up painting or started dating someone mysterious. Let's be honest, pixie cuts have a bit of a reputation. Some think they're only for the bold, but truthfully, they're for the wise. It takes confidence to let go of length and lean into structure. But here's the secret. The pixie doesn't steal your femininity. It sharpens it. Why is this haircut such a youth-boosting powerhouse? For starters, it reveals your best features, eyes, cheekbones, jawline, without hiding behind heavy layers or dragging lengths. The face becomes the main event. And with a little texture up top, it adds height, which lengthens the face and subtly lifts the whole look. Think of it as cheekbone contouring, but done with scissors. Another bonus? It makes you look effortlessly put together. People will assume you spend hours with a stylist, or that you know the name of every shade at Sephora. But you'll know the truth. You woke up, ran your fingers through your hair, and looked amazing before breakfast. And let's not forget comfort. In hot weather, a pixie is a breath of fresh air, literally. No more neck sweat or that moment when you wonder if your ponytail just gave you a headache. This cut is light, cool, and breezy, like a linen dress for your head. If you're thinking, but I'm not ready to go that short, consider a soft pixie, a slightly longer version with wispy layers that graze the ears and neckline. It still frames your face beautifully, but gives you a bit more coverage and styling options. And if you're worried about your hair texture, don't be. Whether your hair is straight, fine, thick, or wavy, a good stylist can tailor a pixie to suit your natural pattern. Plus, a little product goes a long way. A dab of texturizing cream or light pomade and you're good to go. No rollers, no drama, just style. The textured pixie is perfect for women who want their haircut to say, I've lived, I've learned, and I look fabulous. It's sharp, it's modern, and it's guaranteed to turn heads, especially from people trying to remember if you were always this chic. Haircut 3, the shoulder-length cut with face framing layers, the elegant middle ground. Now, if you're not quite ready to go short, or you've sworn a sacred oath never to part with your shoulder-length locks, don't worry. Not every youthful style requires you to sacrifice your hair to the salon floor. Enter the shoulder-length cut with face-framing layers, the elegant middle ground. Not too long, not too short, but just right. Think of it as the Goldilocks of haircuts. If Goldilocks had grown up, gone gray, and started ordering wine by the bottle instead of the glass. This style is all about movement, softness, and shape. The layers are subtly carved around the face, starting from the cheekbones or jawline, creating a gentle frame that highlights your features and brings balance to your overall look. It draws the eye upward, especially if the ends curl in slightly, which can lift the face without a drop of filler. Here's what makes it a 10 years younger cut. First, it keeps your hair light and bouncy. Long, heavy hair can pull your face downward and make features appear more tired. But with a shoulder-grazing cut and soft layers, you regain that airy, youthful flow that says, yes, I still enjoy a spontaneous afternoon out and I don't need to plan my hair around it. Second, it's versatile. You can wear it straight, curled, in a soft blowout, or even tucked behind the ears for a polished look. Add a side part for drama or keep it centered for symmetry. And if you're a fan of scarves, clips, or headbands, this cut plays well with accessories. Now, let's talk texture. This cut is a dream for women with naturally wavy or curly hair. The layers enhance your natural movement instead of fighting it. But if your hair is straight, don't worry. It still works beautifully. In fact, with a quick flick of a round brush or a few minutes with a curling wand, you can create effortless volume that frames the face like a gentle spotlight. Want to look even more youthful? Ask your stylist to cut long, sweeping bangs into the layers. Not only do they camouflage forehead lines and soften the forehead, but they also give the illusion of fuller hair, especially if yours has started thinning a bit. We won't tell anyone. And perhaps most importantly, it's familiar, but elevated. It gives you the comfort of longer hair, without the drag or the age it can sometimes add. It's graceful, it's feminine, and it says, yes, I've aged, but I've done it well, and with style. So if you're not ready for a pixie or a short bob, but you still want that refreshed, youthful glow, this shoulder-length cut with soft layers may be exactly what your reflection has been asking for. Now, before you run off and book that appointment, let me leave you with a few quick tips and style boosters that make any haircut look younger, no matter which one you choose. First, don't underestimate the power of healthy hair. Shiny, well-conditioned hair, regardless of length or color, always looks youthful. A trim every 6 to 8 weeks and a good leave-in conditioner can make all the difference. Split ends are not loyal friends. Second, consider soft highlights or lowlights. You don't need to go full platinum unless you want to, but a little warmth around the face, think honey, silver blonde, or even soft beige, can brighten your skin tone and add dimension, especially if your natural color has gone a bit flat. Third, volume is your secret weapon. Flat, limp hair tends to age the face. Use a volumizing mousse at the roots or ask your stylist for a cut that builds in natural lift, especially at the crown. It's like adding a touch of architecture to your look. Elevation equals elegance. And finally, wear your hair like you mean it. Confidence is more youthful than any anti-aging serum. So pick a style that makes you feel fabulous and carry it like the crown it is. If you enjoyed this video and found a little hair inspiration today, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It lets me know this kind of content is helping you feel confident and fabulous. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new style tip, confidence boost, or graceful reinvention. Oh, and if you've tried any of these haircuts, tell us in the comments. We love a good transformation story. Remember, there's no rulebook that says you have to fade into the background after 60. In fact, this is the perfect time to reinvent your style, not to impress anyone else, but to reflect the strong, smart, beautiful woman you already are. Whether you go bold with a pixie, classic with a bob, or graceful with layered length, the best haircut is the one that makes you look in the mirror and say, "Yep, that's me. And I look amazing." Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Stay stylish, stay confident, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep your head high and your layers soft.